Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Night Terrors Action Comics number 2. This is the Action Comics tie-in for the Night Terrors event. So we have two stories in this one. Let me go over the one that I don't have preview art for, because we do have the Cyborg Superman on the Hunt story part 2. It's called The Stuff of Nightmare part 2 by Phillip Kennedy Johnson, with art by Mico, Suayan, and Fico, Ossio, colors by Romulo Fajardo Jr., and letters by Dave Sharpe. In this one, hunted by Cyborg Superman, in the Nightmare Realm, a hideously transformed Cyborg Superman is consumed by the Super Family, one by one. Who will be the final L standing, and can the powerless Super Twins find a way to fight back before Cyborg Superman claims them all? This is actually setting up some stuff that once it's all done and going forward, we'll follow this up in Action Comics 1057. Um, I think the art on this one was a little bit harder for me to get into, although I'm a fan of both Suyan and Ossio. Uh, there was It was very different from the first stuff in the story here, so it was a very weird shift in tone. Definitely feels like a nightmare. You always feel for the twins because they are kind of trapped in this scenario where you don't want to see them lose out to Cyborg Superman. So yeah, I hope that I'll be interested to see how the story develops. But out of the two stories in this book, I felt like the Cyborg Superman was a bit. It wasn't as strong as the Power Girl story. So, speaking of that, let's go into that one because I do have art for that. In this book, we have a story by Leah Williams with art by Vasco Georgiev, colors by Alex Guimares, and letters by Becca Carey. This is She's Got No Strings, Part 2, that follows Supergirl. In this story, reality bites. With her perfect nightmare world slowly showing its cracks, Power Girl searches for answers, hoping to find a villain to punch and a way out. Little does she know a threat from her past is here to control her future. So I really like this story because it was very much of a trapped in a kind of like a simulation type of stuff. So you'll see what I'm talking about when we get to the art. But it was very much rinse and repeat, and then try to do it again, and a little bit of Groundhog Day that you kind of do the same thing over and over again. So it's really fun to see Power Girl kind of figure out the clues and get through all that. So let's go into that. I think Leah Williams does a really fun job to show that story that is very well illustrated. I think the art on this one, it's definitely it's one of my favorite arts that I've seen this whole week. Maybe second only to Jasmine Putri's on the Dark Knight Steel, but it's very good stuff. And I really like the pacing. I really like the paneling here. It makes it very interesting, showing you like, you know, Power Girl is it's all trapped, but then we wake up in this scenario and things start feeling a little askew. Something feels wrong, and she knows that she realizes she's back in the nightmare, and she kind of has to do it again. And once she finally gets out of it, boom, we go back to where we started, right? So it's kind of a loop. So it was really interesting to figure out how Power Girl was going to get out of this, because she doesn't know who she can trust, right? In a nightmare, you never know who's actually in your favor. So really fun story. This one also sets up some stuff to follow Paige, aka Power Girl, on her own book coming out very soon. So I'll be looking forward to that. So if you read this issue, let me know what you thought about both of the stories. Let me know if you're going to continue reading some of their stories, because these characters are a lot of fun, but there's definitely a lot out there to read. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.